Alright, hello everyone, Aaron here. This is another EMM video. We're doing a Swiss RTR block draft. Today is a special day in Quebec. It's the National Day in Quebec. It's called Saint Jean Baptiste. And yeah, I thought I'd do a draft. I was supposed to go draft some Paper Magic, but the stores were all closed. So unfortunately, I guess fortunately as well, I get to draft online. And we're going to start it up. Let's hope we open up some sweet stuff. Alright, so this is the second time I'm doing this beta client thing, so let's hope it kind of works out. Beck and Call seems pretty cool. I mean, if we're going Simic Azorius, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, this turn you may draw a card for 2, which is cool, I guess. If you pay the full 8, you get at least 4 cards and 4 creatures. I like Turn and Burn though. Turn and Burn is one of my favorite cards in this set. And you could use either side pretty well, just alone. So, I think that's the pick. That's your pick. I don't know how to... Oh, okay, yeah. I still... so we're still gonna have problems with this client, because I'm so great with this client. Alright, there we go. Turn and Burn. I want to stay open though, as much as possible. So here we have some great cards. You have Scab Clan Giant, which I just absolutely love. It's one of my favorite cards along Turn and Burn. I like Blast Genius quite a bit. I like Jellin Sphinx. I've gone quite a bit of Gruul and what do you call it? Is it in paper? Maybe I should try to go out like with the Jellin Sphinx and try to like hedge my bet on white blue with a splash of red. I mean, we could wheel some nothing here. Maybe our best bet is an Izzet card or a Scab Clan Giant. I think the Scab Clan Giant is the best card in here, so maybe that's the best pick. Yeah, I guess let's just stay on color with Blasted Genius because it's so good. Okay, so we got red, blue. Try to stick to red, blue for the moment. We could always dip into a third color whenever we want to. I think I like taking the Boros Guildgate here because we're gonna get Boros and then we could get like Azorius and Izzet in the last pack. And there's not like a lot here. There's the Roland Belmaka, but I mean he's good, but like you want fixing as well. So I think the Boros Guildgate is fine. Warp Physique's actually pretty good, but hey, sometimes you're rewarded for having good mana fixing, you know. So here we have the Opal Lake Gatekeeper, Armored Wolf Rider, which is not. Wolf Rider's not in our colors. The Hazada Snare Squad is pretty good. If we end up going this mid-rangey kind of thing, we could like Blood Scrivener is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, right now what's open? Like black is kind of open, it seems. So maybe I should go for like the black card. But I'm not even sure if it's that open. So like I'm just gonna keep going with the white, blue, red, and just see what happens. Okay, so so someone told me on one of my on YouTube that this card I should be valuing this card, but right now we don't have any black, so I don't think I would have taken it earlier if I had seen it, but because I haven't seen it until now, I'm not going to actually take it, unfortunately. But I do see it. I think it can be a blowout. There's the Boros Cluestone, which is cool. I'm really pushing to red if I do that. Smelt Ward Gatekeeper seems actually cool, so maybe I'll just pick up that. Weapon Surge is also very good. I like creatures. I want to. Okay, so apparently, um, like what's open here? Like Murmuring Phantasm is actually pretty good in a slower deck, like with a bunch of removal. We have 2 removal cards so far. Um, we could still go into. I mean, I like the Izzet idea. We could still go into whatever. I think we're still pretty open. Like, do I pick another Guildgate? You know, we could splash a 4th color. It's hard to say. And I think I'm going to take the Guildgate. Here, Flux Charger is just awesome. Fatal Fumes is also very good. Black is obviously open, so we probably should have... well, that's actually okay, because the 3rd pack will have some Rakdos coming our way, and we could go into Rakdos if we want to. We'll see what happens on the 2nd pack. I think right now it's just Flux Charger, which is just an awesome card. Let's sort this by converter mana cost. Okay. So here we have the Gatekeepers. I don't want to go more than 3 colors, usually. Hidden Strings is okay, but we don't have a lot of flyers. We actually only have 3 creatures, which is pretty common for me to do, is like pick creatures last, which is kind of weird. So for me, it's between the Ubar Gatekeepers and the Hidden Strings, and I think I'll just go for Gatekeepers. Steeple Rock's pretty awesome, so we take it. Sorry, so here's the pick between Boros Mastiff and Maze Glider. I like the Maze Glider quite a bit. We could pick up 2 drops anytime, I guess, so maybe the Maze Glider is the best choice here. Maybe not, we'll have to see. It works good with our Blasted Genius anyways. If we have like just enough stuff on the board, we could just like removal something and then like push on through. Yeah, so I think like with these slower decks, slower Izzet Azorius decks, you want to have like maybe I don't know, 12 creatures, 11, 12 creatures. Okay, so here we have nothing really. We can take this Higher Torture if we're going to go into black. We already started picking up white cards, so the black doesn't seem that great. Maybe we just take the Sunspire Gatekeepers and like... But black is really open actually, so... Might have... Maybe throw away the blue, but I don't know. I don't know. Pilfered Plans is the best card there. Yeah, black is like seriously open. So like... Okay, so we have 1 black card, but black is very open. We could splash black if we want to, like for the Pilfered Plans, and like forget about that. Oh wow, the Murmuring Phantasm came back, which I'm actually pretty happy about because I think he's good in these like slower decks. So far, we have like all our picks are like usable. We'll have to see what comes up next. All right. So. Yeah, what are we doing here? I don't even know what we're doing. So, I think this Avenging Arrows of Justice is actually pretty good. Just straight up removal. We might wheel a creature. We're probably gonna wheel a creature. One of these 3 creatures. I don't want to go into black too much. We could even get it totally lost. Worst case scenario. So. Mystic Genesis, counter target spell, put an X. Yeah, that's on their colors anyways. Gargoyle is pretty lame for this high of a pick. Clinging in enemies, you don't really want. We could go Act of Treason, which is a usable card. I'm not really crazy about what's going on here. We haven't had. I mean, we were signaled black, and I kind of cut that out, which is not very cool. I mean, there's Shadow Slice, which could be cool with flyers. Act of Treason, Millennial Gargoyle. Millennial Gargoyle just as easy. It's just easy to play, so maybe I'll just take that. Enter the Infinite. Okay, so Denrova Horror is playable. Corpse Denizen is okay in this deck. I mean, we have some white creatures, so it's okay, but it's kind of a meh card. We're not seeing any Boros at all. So maybe we should cut red. Maybe just like splash red. So maybe we should start going into black a little bit, but we're kind of like late on that. Syndic of Ties is pretty awesome. So we're kind of going into the blue, white, black realm. Dimir Guildgate would have been nice, but Syndic of Ties is a great pick. Killing Glare, totally sweet. Hands of Binding, totally sweet. Keymaster Rogue is pretty good if we have stuff that has ETB effects into the battlefield effects. Entering the battlefield, sorry. So Killing Glare is straight up removal, and I think it just works. So. Gateway Shade's alright. This Drake's pretty cool. Hands of Binding is awesome. Okay, so what happens if we take out this red card? Red cards. Just say we're splashing red. White, black, blue. It's either the Mind Eyes Drake or the Gateway Shade. He gets 1% on his own turn, tap an anti-gate, he gets +2/+2. Yeah, he's alright, I guess, but the Drake's better, right? And so is the Hands of Binding. I don't know. I think Hands of Binding is just a better card. We'll get some cheap flyers in the third pack with Azorius and Izzet. Oh, are we? No, we're not going Izzet too much. So just the blue-white flyers, I guess. Death's Approach is pretty cool, I guess, right? Yeah. I like Keymaster Rogue too. Death's Approach is an awesome little removal card. I mean, we do have some removal, so maybe Death's Approach is the best card here. I'm not sure what the better pick is. Probably is Keymaster Rogue. Okay, I'll just take the Keymaster Rogue. Urban Evolution. Shit. Oh man, and I'm not gonna go 5 colors. Screw that shit. Like that's just not happening. So there's Leyline Phantom, which is pretty good. It's a solid body. It's way better in a Simic deck, I guess, but we don't have that option right now. Rygear's okay, but let's just go for this. Psychic Strike works in our deck. Totally Lost works in our deck, and I think Totally Lost is actually just a better card. So we could probably like cut something for Totally Lost. Yeah, so now we have Dutiful Thrall, which is pretty good in our deck. I would have liked to have an Orzhov Guildgate now that we switched over to black. We only have 2 red splashes. Oh no, 3. Shadow Slice seems to be a good card. We seem to be having a lot of evasion, and we're going that evasion route anyways. So, nothing here really. I'm not playing this. I like Spell Rupture. Yeah, Spell Retro is the only playable card here because we can't use the Denizen to it, really. Yeah, whatever. Oh, the Drake came back. Okay, well, that's a possibility card. So you have pretty good like mana fixing because you have the 2 red mana fixers here for the splash. You probably have to put 1 other mountain in here or maybe 2 to make the splash of the Blaster Genius. We might take one of these cards out if we have good white blue cards coming in. All right, let's see what we open. Detention Sphere. Sweet. It's going straight in. Straight up. There's some good things in here. Void Wielder might wheel. We could use Jailbreaker for sure because we have 2 gates. We could use Dramatic Rescue, Inspiration. We could use all these cards, so we're gonna wheel something that's good for us. And usually, I mean, white's gonna be pretty open, I think. Oh god, this guy's a Guild Mage. Well, we have removal for that, so here we're gonna take the Sunspire Griffin. I think, right? Or Vassal Soul. Vassal Soul will be way easier to cast, but I think it can go late. Like, we're going to get either the Avenging Arrow, Vassal Soul, or the Azorius Guildgate back, so just take the Sunspire Griffin. Nuprov Guildmage, yeah, pretty much that, or the Eyes in the Skies, but I think Nuprov's cool because he can detain. He is a 2-drop, and he can, like, put himself in the air. Eyes in the Skies? I'm not really sure. Like, I probably should take the lower cost guys, like some Concordia Pegasus or something like that. Pegasi. I'll just take the Nuprov. What's the upside between these two? Like, I have a bunch of 4-drops already, and I'm gonna have to cut some. I think just taking some 2-drop is gonna work. Yeah, so we have a Pilfered Plans for draw. We have Blast Genius for draw, so we don't need any more draw. Unless I want to take the Blast Genius out, but that's removing a removal card, which kind of sucks. I think Sunspire Griffin versus Tower Drake are the options here. And Tower Drake actually gets better when you're playing white. So, and there's a possibility that Sunspire Griffin wheels or Tower Drake wheels. It's hard to say which one. I think I'm going to take a Tower Drake to hedge because I need like fixing. It's going to be tough a little bit. So black is a splash and red's a splash, which is fine. Inaction Junction is pretty awesome, and I think I'm just going to take it. We have 16 creatures. We have 28 cards. I have to cut a lot. We're going to see. I might cut the Maze Glider since almost all my creatures have flying already. Leyline Phantom might come out. Maybe the Gatekeepers. Like Splash Black, Splash Red. Pilfered Plans definitely staying in there. Has the Snare might come out. I mean, it's not flying. We don't really, I think we get by with it. So we're going through the like really dirty plan. Did this like crash? What's happening here? Okay. Tristani's Judgment, pretty awesome. Dramatic Rescue, pretty awesome. Yeah, so like, as you can see, like white and blue are totally open, which is nice. Tower Drake versus Tristani's Judgment, I think. Versus Dramatic Rescue. I think Dramatic Rescue is just better. Tristani's Judgment, Tower Drake. I like Tower Drake a lot. Maybe we'll wheel something else. Maybe I'm stupid to take that, but Alright, let's take the Dramatic Rescue. I think I probably should have taken Drake actually, but... here we have Reborn Defenses and Azorius Justice here, but Justice here is just a freaking bomb. Not a bomb, but he's like a solid card. I think we could technically just take out black, actually, or red if we wanted to, but... Alright, Hussar Patrol versus Sunspire Griffin. Sunspire Griffin is just totally awesome again. We're going blue-white flyers. Let's not try to like fool ourselves, you know, that's pretty much what's happening. Dramatic Rescue, yeah, I'll just take Dramatic Rescues all day if they want to give them to me. Here, fix our mana, sorry, yeah, Concordia Pegasus, sweet, like, blue and white was totally awesome, open, I should say. We have like 3 more picks, and we have like a lot of playables. We could do pretty much anything we want to do with this. Inspiration. We'll check how much removal we have. If we have enough removal, we'll just take Genius out and take out Flux Charger, and we have a solid Azorius with a splash of black deck. Armory Guard, another great card with the amount of guild gates we have. Alright, so like we have all these playables. We were definitely in the right colors, which is nice. Alright. Okay, so let's see. So let's see what's going on here. We have we're not using Chemist's Trick. We have to cut a lot of cards. I was thinking maybe cutting the red. Well, we do have 2 red fixing, so maybe we could even put the Flux Charger in there. Or the Blast of Genius, because Blast of Genius is just good. We could take the Inspiration out because we have the Pilfered Plans. Or we could take black out completely. Or we could splash the Killing... Like, I don't like... Like, this is pretty mana intensive, this deck. Okay, so let's look at the what does Dinrova Horror do? When Duro enters the battlefield, return target permanent to his owner's hand, then upgrade discards card. Which is pretty good. Shadow Slice is pretty good. Totally Lost is alright. Leyline Phantom, I think, is worse than the cards we have. Gatekeepers is good with 3 gates. I don't know how much damage he's really gonna do, though. Like, how many removal cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,